So I might have to just strip out of much of the data, the bias triggering data that's on the resume that's being presented to me, so I can just look at the actual ability.
A question about before coming into the business. So how do organizations, companies ensure that their recruitment hiring processes are inclusive and equitable?
Well, the first thing that they have to do is to be committed to do something other than hiring in their own image and likeness. So, and that's the problem, because we have so many biases. Affinity bias is a great example. Confirmation bias. If you say to me, there are certain trigger words, right? Let's say I'm interviewing you and you say to me, oh, I went to so-and-so Jesuit college and I support Tottenham. I couldn't care less whether you're any good at the job. I'm going to probably give it to you, right? Because you said two things, that you went to my school and you must be a good person. So I think there's something about me recognizing that I have to reimagine and be prepared to be surprised about what talent looks like. That's the first thing. But then I would also say I have to put a higher demand on the sourcing folks. So whether I'm sourcing my talent internally or whether I'm sourcing my talent from an executive search agency, I have to say, don't bring me the usual suspects. I want a diverse slate. I want to see how diverse and how different and how other types of thinking, other types of candidates. So don't just bring me the kind of typical stuff you'd bring me. I want something more eclectic. So I think first, if I demand a diverse slate, secondly, if I am prepared to do the work on myself that enables me to recognize and deal with my own bias. But I think if you're dealing with some organizations, perhaps where this is perhaps even more of a problem, then you have to go to slightly more extreme measures. So, for example, taking the names off of resumes, for example, taking the age off of resumes, because you see a name and you see two names. You read an Anglo-Saxon name and it creates one image. You see a name from someone else, it creates another image. Or if I say, oh, this person is, 55 and this person is 60 and this person is 25, I might have an age bias triggered. So I might have to just strip out of much of the data, the bias triggering data that's on the resume that's being presented to me, so I can just look at the actual ability. Because the moment I add in anything else, then I tend to take that ability and turn it into a disability, if you like. I tend to do something unhelpful with it. But fundamentally, do I believe, core question, that talent doesn't have to look like me?